The first step in order to make our model is to draw our members. So there is an icon here which says draw members. So with this icon you can draw your members. So I want to start drawing my member from the origin, and origin is where the coordinates of x, y, and z is 0. So in order to be able to see the origin, I have to click on this icon, show origin. Now I can see where the origin is located. Now I can start drawing my member from this origin. So as you can see, I can draw this member in any direction I want. But if it's parallel to the x, y, and z axis, then you can see it becomes like a straight line. So then you can realize that you're drawing your member parallel to y or x or z direction. So I'm going to keep this parallel to y, and then I know the height of my column is 6 meter. So I just type 6, and then I can see this small window comes up which says vector length is 6. So I hit OK here and then escape. Now I can see my column is shown here. Now I need to define the restraint conditions at the bottom of this column. So in order to be able to see the node, I have to hide this origin icon. So I have to click on this icon again. Now I can see my node here, which doesn't have any restraint. So I have to double click on this node, and then here I can see different restraint condition is defined here. So if I click on this one, for example, I can see the name of this restraint is shown here. So the way that is formatted here, there are 6 letters you can see here. The first 3 letters are related to the translation restraint, and then the last 3 letters are related to rotational restraint. And then the arrangement of these letters are X, Y, and Z. So what it's saying is that in translation in X, Y, and Z is fixed, and then rotation in X, Y, and Z is released. So F means fixed and R means released. So now if I click on this restraint, then I can see all of them are F, which means they're all fixed. Or this restraint, you can see it has different restraint condition again. So I'm going to keep this as a simple pin connection at the bottom, and then I hit OK here. Now, if I hover over this node here, I can see the restraint is defined correctly, but I can't see the restraint here. So in order to be able to see the restraint, I have to go to this icon here, show node restraint, and then click on it. Now I can see my restraint here. Now I want to show my second column here. I just need to make a copy from this column to have the same sections, height, and same restraint condition. So everything related to this column will be copied over the second column here. So I just need to select this member, right click, copy to location, and then I need to click on one of these nodes. So I click on this node here, and then hit OK, and then I can copy in any direction I want. So I want copy it in X direction with 12 meter spacing. So if I just type 12, then this window comes out and comes up again. So I just need to hit OK here and then escape. I can see my second column is drawn here. Now I want to draw the member between these two. So there are 2 ways I can do this. There are actually different ways. So I'm going to explain 2 easy ways here. So the first way is to just define the node here in the middle and then draw your member between these 2. So if you know this coordinate, you can easily find the coordinate here. This is a very easy way to do this. And then the other way is to draw a member between these 2, a straight line, and then subdivide it, and then draw another member. And then because you have a node at the top of that member, you can draw your final member and then delete these members here. So this is where the coordinates becomes a little confusing. and this can be a very quick way to do this. So let's do it in the first method. So in order to define my node, so I have to go to draw node, and then here I have to define the coordinates. So I know my x would be 6 because it's between these two columns. So I just type 6. Now I can see it asks for x, y, and z. So I follow the same format here. So I write x, 6 for x, and then for y, I define it as 7, and then for z, I define it as 0, and then I hit OK here. So now I can see my node is defined here. Now I need to draw the members between these nodes here. So I hit on this draw member icon, and then I can draw this member between these two, and then escape. So you can see our members is drawn here. So now let's do it with the second method. So I'll delete these two members here. Now I said I can draw a member between these two, and then I can subdivide this member. So I just have to select this member and then subdivide here. And then it says number of nodes to insert. I keep it as 1 because I needed one node, a node in the middle. So I can see I have two members here. So now I can draw my other members here. So now you can see I can draw here in any direction. I want to just define this length as 1 meter. And then now that I have defined this member, I can easily draw my members between these nodes. Now I just need to delete these members. And now I can see this member is defined.